This essay is about my Irish setter by the name of Ginger. Ginger just turned at the end of October a year, um, but so she's technically no longer a puppy. Um, but Irish setters, I mean, she's going to be on puppy food for another 6 months because setters need an extra half year of being a puppy to mature. And it's 50 years ago, the first thing I did after I got a job and a house to live in was to get an Irish setter. And her name was Ginger. At the other end of my life, in the twilight years, I got another Irish setter puppy, and her name is Ginger. And being perfectly honest with you right now, she's sitting right to the right of me in a little divan, a little bed, and she hears her name, and her eyes and her ears perk up, and she's about ready to play. And she's holding in her mouth a ball that that she can squeeze, and it makes a noise. So it'll be interesting if I get through this essay or this video about the essay without her playing the ball, because when she hears her name, she knows normally that means this is playtime. And so this essay is about some of the things we do together. Every day, rain or shine, we get up usually around 6:30, 6:45, get ready, and go out and walk around the man-made lake. And it takes about an hour and 15 minutes to get all the way around it. And she knows. All I have to do is say, we're going to get ready to go around the lake. And she knows exactly what to do, where to go, wait, get all the things that we need to do to get ready for the walk. That's always in the morning, first thing in the morning, before anybody has anything to eat for breakfast. Off we go around the lake. At noon, before we eat, we go down to the other end of the lake, which is still in the development, but it's some houses aren't built there. And so what we can do is I take a game with me. It's a long plastic pole that has a little cup at the end. Then you put a tennis ball in it, and you throw it. It's called, the brand name is called Chuck It. All you had to do is throw the ball, and this piece of plastic, without any effort on my part, you could throw a tennis ball with a Chuck It easily 50 yards distance. And if you want to, you could throw it almost that high by throwing it up. And she loves to play Chuck It. And it's interesting, dogs have a vocabulary of about 200 words. And they recognize to saying, do you want to go play Chuck It, or do you want to walk around the lake? She understands what we're going to do. And what's interesting, and I don't remember regarding the first Ginger whether I was aware of this or not, but I'm really aware of dogs aren't colorblind, and they are able to see two colors, basically faded colors, and they happen to be blue and yellow. My favorite colors are blue and yellow, and what Ginger sees in her world is primarily faded blue and faded yellow, and then grays. And one of the things I really noticed with this Chuck It is that she's able to follow where the ball is going, but when the ball gets on the ground and it's not apparent as far as being able to see the difference in color, she has a hard time finding the ball. except for her sense of smell. People in the nose say that human beings have receptors in the nose that are something like 6 million receptors so that we can smell things. Dogs have 300 million receptors. So when she goes after the ball that's thrown at 50 yards and she finally catches up to where it's thrown, she's not so much looking for the ball as smelling for it. And it's just absolutely interesting to watch an animal who sees differently than human beings and smells differently than human beings, and how those traits carry over or crisscross for the benefit of the dog. It's hard to describe the feelings I had for my first Ginger. She was around for about a dozen years, and we rode bikes together. It was a fun part of my early adult life. And it's fun to relive that in another generation of an Irish setter. So I appreciate your listening and watching this video and reading this essay. In the meantime, you take care.